Have you ever wondered about the story behind that simple, four-letter word on your card? How did a single piece of plastic, born from a bold experiment in a small California city, grow into a global network that powers our modern economy? This is not just the story of a company. It is the story of an idea that transformed how the world connects, a journey of relentless innovation, overcoming immense challenges, and ultimately a mission to create an economy where everyone, everywhere can participate. This is the incredible journey of Visa. Our story begins in 1958, not in the gleaming towers of a financial district, but in the sun-drenched city of Fresno, California. It was here that Bank of America launched a daring experiment called Bank AmeriCard. At the time, the concept of credit was fragmented and cumbersome. You might have a charge plate for a specific department store, but there was no single universally accepted way to pay later. Bank AmeriCard was revolutionary. It introduced the idea of revolving credit, a feature we take for granted today. For the first time, consumers weren't required to pay their entire balance at the end of the month. They could carry a balance and pay in installments. This was a radical shift, designed to offer unprecedented financial flexibility to the average American family. The initial launch, however, was far from a smooth success. It was a chaotic airdrop of unsolicited pre-approved cards to Fresno residents, a move that led to widespread fraud and delinquency. The project was nearly abandoned, a financial disaster that many believed was a fatal mistake. Yet from these ashes of near failure, a flicker of resilience emerged. The core idea was powerful, but the execution was flawed. The biggest hurdle was the fragmented system. As other banks began to license the Bank AmeriCard program, they faced a massive logistical nightmare. Managing transactions between a growing number of independent competing banks was incredibly complex and inefficient. It was a problem that threatened to tear the entire system apart. The solution was as bold as the initial concept itself. Instead of each bank fending for itself, a consortium of these banks came together to form a new entity, National Bank AmeriCard Inc., NBI. This was a pivotal moment, a shift from a product owned by a single bank to a cooperative network owned by its members. It was a recognition that to succeed, they had to collaborate rather than compete. This new organization was tasked with managing, promoting, and developing the Bank AmeriCard system. In 1976, this cooperative made a decision that would define its future. To shed its association with a single bank and embrace a global identity, NBI was renamed. They chose a name that was simple, memorable, and easily pronounced in countless languages: Visa. This wasn't just a rebranding, it was a declaration of a new, global ambition. With a new name and a unified structure, Visa set its sights on the world. The 1970s marked the beginning of an audacious international expansion. In 1974, the international network was formally established, followed by the groundbreaking introduction of the first debit card in 1975. Visa began forging partnerships with banks across continents, from Europe to Asia to Latin America. Each new partnership was a thread woven into an increasingly intricate global tapestry. But a network of banks is only as strong as the technology that connects it. At the heart of this global expansion was the development of VisaNet, the electronic transaction processing system. This wasn't just a piece of software. It was the digital backbone of the entire operation. Continuously upgraded over the decades, VisaNet evolved into one of the world's largest and most sophisticated processing networks, capable of securely handling billions of transactions with lightning speed and unparalleled reliability. As the network grew, so did the product portfolio. Visa understood that one size did not fit all. They moved beyond the original credit card, diversifying into a suite of payment solutions, including debit cards, prepaid cards for travelers, and the unbanked and commercial cards for businesses, each designed to meet a specific need in the global marketplace. As the new millennium dawned, the world was on the cusp of a digital revolution, and Visa knew it had to transform itself to lead the charge. The old cooperative structure, which had served it so well, was becoming a limitation in a fast-moving, technology-driven world. In a massive and complex undertaking, Visa restructured its global operations. In 2007, the various regional entities were consolidated into a single global corporation, Visa Inc. This move, which culminated in the 2016 acquisition of the formerly independent Visa Europe, finally united the entire global network under one roof, allowing for streamlined decision-making and a unified strategic vision. The following year, in 2008, Visa launched one of the largest initial public offerings (IPOs) in history. This wasn't just about raising capital. It was a profound transformation from a private association of banks into a publicly traded, independent technology company, accountable to shareholders and driven by innovation. This new structure unleashed a torrent of digital innovation. The 2010s and beyond saw Visa aggressively pivot to become a leader in the burgeoning world of digital payments. They launched Visa Direct, a platform enabling real-time push payments to bank accounts, fundamentally changing how people send and receive money. In 2015, they rolled out M-Visa, pioneering the use of mobile QR codes for payments in emerging markets. Recognizing the rise of the smartphone as the primary consumer device, Visa became a key partner for the launch of Apple Pay in 2014. Seamlessly integrating its secure network into the new era of mobile wallets, this commitment to staying at the cutting edge was further cemented by strategic acquisitions. In 2023, the billion-dollar purchase of Pismo supercharged its cloud-based processing and core banking capabilities for fintech partners. A year later, the acquisition of Featurespace bolstered its defenses against fraud with advanced AI, protecting the integrity of every transaction. By 2025, Visa's reach was staggering. Its payments were accepted at nearly 70 million locations worldwide. Its financial performance reflected this dominance, with fiscal 2024 revenue hitting $35.9 billion and a net profit of $19.7 billion, capturing over 50% of the bank card market outside of China. The company's vision expanded to new frontiers, from streamlining complex B2B payments to exploring the potential of stablecoins like USDC and building a suite of value-added services for its partners. Through all this change, Visa's core purpose has not only endured but deepened. The company has set an audacious goal to shift $18 trillion in consumer spending from cash and checks to digital payments. This isn't just about business growth. It's about a fundamental belief in the power of digital commerce to uplift economies. Visa is relentlessly investing in technologies that support contactless payments, mobile commerce, and secure cross-border solutions, making money more accessible, secure, and useful for everyone. This mission is beautifully encapsulated in their brand purpose: to uplift everyone everywhere by being the best way to pay and be paid. This philosophy extends far beyond consumer transactions. Visa is a critical enabler of the entire economic ecosystem. It's facilitating payments for individuals P2P, businesses selling to consumers B2C, business-to-business transactions B2B, and government payments to citizens G2C. They believe that an economy that includes everyone, everywhere, is an economy that thrives. This belief is visually represented in the evolution of their logo. The brand identity has shifted from a design that evoked the image of a physical card to a simple, powerful, and elegant mark. The most recent redesign in 2021, featuring a stripped-back word mark with its iconic tricolor equals sign, is a visual promise. It symbolizes their core mission, a commitment to opening up access and creating a more equitable economic future for all. From a failed experiment in a single city to a global network connecting billions, Visa's journey is a powerful testament to resilience, collaboration, and the transformative power of a single idea. It is a story of overcoming near disaster, uniting competitors for a common cause, and constantly reinventing itself to meet the demands of a changing world. Today, Visa is not just a credit card company. It is a trusted network, an engine of commerce, and a catalyst for economic opportunity. It is a quiet, constant presence in our lives, working tirelessly behind the scenes to power our ambitions, connect our communities, and build a future where everyone, everywhere, has the chance to thrive.